Today's story is Once Upon a Time in Dragonland. The author is Alma Florida, and the illustrations are done by Sandra Lavandera. And this is another make-believe story, a fantasy story. Now, when an author is creating a fantasy story, they use their imagination. The illustrator does that as well. Dragons are not really real, so people don't know how to make them. They have nothing to go by. So besides only using their imagination, sometimes they will use things that they already know about and add to it. Do these dragons kind of remind you of any other animals maybe that we have today that they may have used? I can see a couple of different ones, but I'll let you kind of tell me what you see. So anyway, we're using our imagination in this fantasy story. It begins, like most fantasy stories, with the words, "Once upon a time." All right, let's read. Once upon a time in Dragonland. Kind of look for all of the fun, exaggerated, silly things in it. There's our title page. Here they are flying up by the moon. Once upon a time in Dragonland, there lived a family of extraordinary dragons. They were huge with shining scales and very large teeth. But the most surprising thing about them was their enormous appetite. They like to eat and eat and eat and eat. I can tell you it's fantasy already because look, dragons have clothes on. The father was called Fire Eater. Ooh, look at the smoke coming out of his nostrils. Uh-oh. Do you know what that is? The mother was called Dragonette, and she's riding a bicycle. How fun is that? The little dragon, Baby, was just learning how to crawl. Each member of the dragon family had a favorite food. Baby could pull himself over to a shiny van and gobble it up. But small trucks were his favorite. Uh-oh. Father Dragon's favorite was trains. He swallowed tank cars like gumdrops, popping them down his throat without pausing to chew. He only took time to savor the puffing engines because the steam tickled his lips. Oh my goodness, look at him run. Ah! Mother Dragon was on a diet. She wanted to stay in shape. She nibbled on buses, trucks, and an occasional bike. The delicate Dragonette ate very little. That doesn't seem like very little, does it? But I guess for a dragon, because if you look at the size of her, woo! One time, an unsuspecting plane landed in the field next to the dragon family home. Baby was delighted. He thought a tasty snack had fallen out of the sky. Oh no! Do you see the plane over there? Baby Dragon crawled to the plane. The little plane took one look at the dragon. It shook with fear. Quickly, it restarted its engines, zipped down the runway, and soared into the sky. Baby opened his wings and swooped after the plane. Even though he was just learning to crawl, Baby had been flying gracefully since the day it was born. Oh boy. The plane thought it would get away. Fire Eater, our child is gone, cried Dragonette. Hurry, we must rescue him. He is following that little plane. He wants to play a flying game. Oh boy. She sounds worried. And ever since that day, the dragon parents play hide and seek with their little one in the sky. Now, I'm sure they could fly in the sky, but could they fly to the moon? That's a fun story. So some things in there happened that they could do, but exaggerated. so it made it impossible, which makes it fun. Those who do not know this story talk of lightning and thunder, but when the clouds form and flashes of light rumble across the sky, you will know that it is only the great dragons playing with their child. What a fun thing to make storms maybe not so scary. All right, can you find all of the silly, exaggerated things in the story? Maybe draw me a couple of your favorites. All right, have fun.